Hi, I'm Mr. Credit 305, and we're going to do an English podcast. I know. I would say this in Spanish, but we're going to have a very special podcast today in regards to questions and answers, in regards to very important questions that Mr. Credit 305 needs to answer. So I have a lot of great questions that I'm ready to answer from a lot of you. But before I start, antes que comience, quiero dar la bienvenida a todos ustedes a Soñando con Mr. Credit 305 or Dreaming with Mr. Credit 305. And also agradeciendo, thanking our sponsors. I Am Designs for always putting this together. Urgent Credit Solutions for also allowing me to be here. Permitirme estar aquí y poder contestar esta pregunta muy importante para ustedes. Y también a Mr. Credit, Mr. Business 305, que también me está permitiendo estar aquí. Entonces le agradezco. Thank you to all of our sponsors for allowing me. Today is going to be a very special podcast. And why I say that? We always talk about entrepreneurs, and we're going to talk about entrepreneurs today, but we're going to talk about consumer credit for entrepreneurs. I understand, I get it. We're not talking about business credit, and you might be thinking, well, why are you talking about personal credit for entrepreneurs that own businesses? Because you need to have personal credit set up. It is very, very important. So I'm going to be answering a lot of questions, how to position your personal credit for your business credit. I get it. You know, a lot of people might think, well, business credit is something else, consumer credit is something else, but you need to have that CO credit. It's so important for you to be able to get the business funding that you're looking for. A lot of the questions are going to be answered, so sit down, relax, and enjoy the ride. So first question. Let's answer the first question. What does the score need to be? A very good question. For someone's consumer credit to get business funding, okay? And that's an interesting question because yes, there is some lenders that have certain appetites that might not look at consumer credit, and we do have lenders available because something about our company is that we also offer funding. We're not just a credit card company, we're a fully financial service company. They're gonna give you solutions for your business and your personal side, but you really wanna have it at a 680 and above. 680 is the bottom threshold, right? The bottom where you want to get to. But without that, you might have some issues or problems, may say, to be able to get the funding you're looking for your business. So you want to get to 680. Now, what are the tricks on the consumer credit? Now, certain banks, and this is something I want to follow up with, are looking for certain things or not, right, in someone's credit to be able to get approved. Now, if you're a business owner, okay, and you're trying to get funding, people might say, well, I got business credit established. That's great. I congratulate you. Hopefully you got it done with us. But you also have to have that data, right? After COVID, a lot of things changed. A lot of banks got burned. A lot of things happened. A lot of people didn't get paid, right? A lot of credit cards also got burned. There's a lot of things that the CARES Act cost, which was beneficial for the consumer. But it really also hurt a lot of companies. So they're going to be looking at your data before making that decision, right? And one of the things that they're also going to look at is inquiries. So if you're looking at your personal credit and you're identifying that you need some funding, you don't want to have no more than 4 inquiries in the last 6 months. Now, don't get scared, because I just had a client last night, asked me, do you remove inquiries? Yes, we do. We remove inquiries. Is it easy? No, it's not. It's not easy, right? There's a formula. It's not about disputing to the credit bureaus. Please, everyone, stop that. Everybody wants to believe all these credit bureaus are telling you, you can dispute it on your own. You can go online and get it disputed. Okay, they want you to do that. Remember, you're not the client. The client is the bank. Okay, so you're setting up yourself for failure. There's different ways, and there's actually a way to remove inquiries that's very important, is how those inquiries get housed, right, or get put onto someone's consumer credit report. It doesn't come directly from the dealerships. It doesn't come from when you apply for a credit card. There's a system that they use to be able to be put on your consumer credit, okay? And you have to know how to remove that. Don't try to dispute it online, like all these companies, Equifax, and I'm gonna put them in blast. I don't give a shit, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna put them on blast. Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian get sued all the time. Mr. Credit 305 is not lying to you. You're not, they're not telling you some top secret stuff. It is case laws, and there's also open news that, right, you can Google it, you can search it, you can Yahoo it, depending on what platform you want to use, and look at all the lawsuits. They make mistakes all the time, and they actually do violations on your credit, okay? So disputing something online is not the smartest thing to do. Why? Because it doesn't cause a paper trail. It also, the reasons that they give you to dispute it, including those inquiries, okay, that we're talking about, it's not valid. It's crap, okay? So you have to understand how to identify it, how to articulate it, and what form you're going to use, and you have to work with professionals. In fact, I just want to add something. I don't want to go ahead of my game. I talk to clients every single day. And when they get on board with us, and I congratulate them for trusting us, right, or actually even thinking about the credit, I pre-warn them of something that's super important, and it's happening right now. All three credit bureaus are sending letters to the clients, which is you, the clients of the banks, the consumer, right, that's trying to dispute and hire a professional like us, or anyone that you choose that have gained your trust. They send letters going, Mr. X, Y, and Z, I see that you're using a credit bureau company. You can do it on your own, and it doesn't identify that it's you, and you got to dispute yourself. Bull crap. Don't listen to that shit. If you go to court and you want to hire an attorney, you can hire an attorney because they're experts at it. If you go to a doctor, I'm sure that you don't do your own surgery. I'm sure if you go to a dentist, you're not going to go and do your own teeth, right? You're going to hire a professional. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, under Section 609, this is the passion that I have, as you can tell my voice, is you can hire a professional to advocate on your behalf, okay? All this crap that they're sending letters and sending emails, stop, you can do it on your own. Don't listen to that, okay? There's also ways that you can rebuttal that, which we're experts on doing it, because that's the reason why those in class action lawsuits, and how to get that removed. So if you're looking to remove those inquiries, let's do it the right way, okay? But you also want to make sure that you have no money for inquiries. If you're looking for that funding, if you're looking to position your credit, your business credit, you got to have typically no more than 4 inquiries in the last 6 months. And you might think, well, shit, Mr. Credit 305, I'm kind of screwed on this right now. I got a lot more. It's okay. Because the same law that we just talked about in Section 609 can be removed. You just got to know how to do it the right way, ethically, and legal. Now, I want to start by telling you this. We're not attorneys. I'm not here to give you legal advice. I'm not going to have you sign a power of attorney. We're here to advocate on your behalf. If anybody or any credit bureau company thinks that they're going to give advices in regards to any kind of legal advice or financial advice, they're in violation of bank and financial laws. We're here to advocate on your behalf. Another thing that I want to tell you is this. And this is the next question that the same gentleman asked me. How many trade lines do you need to get funding? Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, well, trade lines. What is a trade line? It's an authorized user. It's some stuff that you buy online and they're going to add some credit cards on you or some piggybacking stuff. No, that is some. But trade line is something that's revolving on your credit, whether it's positive or negative. And it can be a trade line that you're financially responsible, where you're primary, like you actually own that car or that credit card, or you're piggybacking on somebody else. Anything can be a trade line, as long as it's revolving, right? So what you want to have and position you as a business owner, because today I want to take a moment. That's why I was talking to my team. I want to talk to the entrepreneurs, okay? We're in the 4th quarter. We're finishing up 2023, and we want to have an amazing 2024. And we want to talk to entrepreneurs on how to position consumer credit. You definitely want to have between 3 and 5 positive, I repeat, positive revolving credit on your credit. That can be a car loan, that can be a home loan, that can be a credit card, that can be an authorized user, but at least have 3 to 5, okay? It's not about, well, I just don't have any debts and I'm going to get approved. It doesn't work that way. We live in a fantastic country that a lot of us are very proud to live and have served this country. And there's many moving to this country by millions every single day because what this country has to offer. But this country also has a little bit of a belief, all right, that you have to have debt to be able to get borrowed or to borrow some money. So you got to have some history on your credit, whether you like it or not. You just got to be responsible. You have to know how to manage your credit. So when you talk about positive revolving credit, you're talking about 3 to 5 trade lines, okay, on your personal credit. They got to have also some meat in the bone, and we can help you with that. Now you might think, I don't have someone with good credit. I don't have the good credit mama. I just don't have someone to position me to help you out. It's okay. Urgent Credit Solutions and myself are here to help you. We have a great relationship based on our ethics, based on our relationships, by doing it for so many years, right? We've helped thousands of entrepreneurs like yourself position even consumers with their credit. We have ways we can help you. So give us a call. Before I continue, give us a call. It's a free consultation during normal business hours, right? At 786-862-3987. Extension 2, if you want to talk directly with me, or you can do extension 1 to any of my executives to be more than happy to answer some questions. But there is a solution. What you do also need to look at, what are your negative trade lines? So anything negative, when I'm talking about collections, when I'm talking about late payments, when I'm talking about maybe chargebacks, evictions, bankruptcies, repossessions, and I'm gonna go back to bankruptcies here in a second, okay? All that can be removed. The only thing I ask is something very simple. I know there's a bad name about credit card. Excuse me, I get choked up when I talk about that. I know there's a bad name. I get that. But that's in any industry. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, there's always going to be bad apples in that industry. You got to work with people that are ethically and understand the laws, are not going to lie to you. There's no 24-hour solutions. There's no magic button. There's no 72 hours. That's all crap. Don't believe it. Run from it. If it sounds too good to be true, it's because it is. It's about hard work. It's about identifying and finding the solutions as an entrepreneur. You cannot wing it. You are an entrepreneur that's trying to accomplish things that are special. 2024 is going to be an amazing year. It's not about spitting out letters. It's not about being a template. It's about giving solutions and identifying your need and how much money you're trying to find and how much growth you want in your business. So when you're talking about challenges in your credit, I hate the word problem. It does not exist in my vocabulary because legally there's a solution, okay? A little bit about me is I've been in banking. I've had bad credit and also been a law enforcement officer. So I understand about laws. I understand about how those statutes work and how to identify the need of the case, right? So one of the things I will tell you is that anything can be challenged. It does not matter what's on your credit. Do not feel lost. Do not believe, oh my God, there's going to be a problem. It can be resolved. Even if it's your fault. Even if you said, Mr. Credit 305, I went through COVID. I had to make that late payment. I couldn't afford that second vehicle. I lost my job. I get that. I understand that. But there's a solution. You can get that removed as long as you're working with professionals like us. Now, we're talking about bankruptcy, and it's something I want to just highlight as business owners. It does not matter if you have an 800 FICO score. If you have a bankruptcy on your credit, it can hold you back for funding, okay? So in regards to building your credit back up, right? On the consumer side, when you're buying a home, yes, it really doesn't affect if you have that score, if you have positive data this recent, right? And then your bankruptcy might be 5-6 years old. I get that. But on the business world, on business funding, they are going to hold it against you, right? And that's really the reason why the last question that I really want to answer is about, how to position your profile correct. One of the advices that I'll give you, the entrepreneurs. Today, I'm talking to you, Mr. Entrepreneur or Mrs. Entrepreneur, okay? I can't let go of the ladies, okay? Very powerful ladies. In fact, we're going to be talking about the next podcast about Mujeres Empoderosas. Very powerful ladies coming up very soon. So I want you to definitely follow me. And if you're enjoying this YouTube, hit the link button, hit the follow button, hit the like button. Sorry, my Spanish chicken. Hit the like button and follow me. Si les gusta este YouTube, por favor, no pierdan el próximo YouTube. Vamos a hablar sobre Mujeres Empoderosas. Aquí va a estar el link. Dale el like button y el follow button, que siempre constantemente estamos dando mucha información. So always giving very good information is you gotta look at your credit, okay? I know that people don't want to look at credit because they're scared what they're gonna find. Or they go through the Credit Karma application, okay? And nothing knocking down Credit Karma. It is free. It gives you an idea. Sorry, I'm getting already emotional about this, so I apologize. It's something very emotional. But it's one of the things that you gotta understand your credit. You gotta understand that your data has to be correct. Take your business serious. Take your life serious. Take your credit serious. Don't waste no time. Don't be afraid. There's always gonna be a solution. Making sure that your personal data is up to date, making sure your name is spelled right, making sure that all that old information that you might already still show in your credit, whether it's addresses, old jobs, let it go away. It doesn't need to be existing on your credit, okay? Clean it up, update your personal information. You're not causing dispute, you're updating, and you can do it on your own. But that information, I'm gonna tell you if you give me a call as soon as you can during normal business hours at 786-862-3987, are secrets. I'm going to talk to you. If somebody wants to have a coaching, give me a call. I'm not going to spill all my secrets on Instagram or on YouTube. That's something that you and I are going to have a serious conversation about, because every individual is different. Also look at them, making sure that the collections are got to go away. Making sure that everything that's on your credit is correct. There's a little, years ago they made they did a little study, and they could, within 10 people, eight if there's 2 people in the room, 8 will have mistakes. I've talked about a lot of people have seen that interview. I talk about that in my stories. But it's true, and it's still true, okay? So making sure that what's there is real. But I don't say it's an easy fix, but it is a fix, okay? And it can be very quick. It might be easy for us because we do it every single day, but we want to help you with that. What if I can tell you, Mr. Business Owner, that in a matter of 90 days, not only I could position your consumer credit, I can position your business credit, I can give you credit cards or tier 1 credit cards that can be a value between $30,000 and $50,000. So you have actual access to that money for your business, because now you're separate. Now you have the consumer credit position, and I can have a 3-hour conversation about that. And I can also add you a business trade line that's a primary tier 3. Now I don't want to sound like a nerd today. What is a tier 3? It's a government insured loan, not a credit card, that's insured, that's been paid off, that can add on your credit, and it's a primary forever, and positioned for funding within the first 90 days, deposited in your bank account between $250,000 or up to $4 million in your business name. I know I said that pretty quick. We can do that. Credit, tier 1 credit cards, business trade lines, and funding, but it all starts with the personal credit. You cannot jump from having no credit or bad credit to business credit. That world doesn't exist anymore. You have to be positioned and have the data necessary to be able to have the success. Your family deserves it. You deserve it. You deserve it. I understand that as a business owner, I've gone through some stressors. I've been in the same share that you've been at, and I'm still in the same share that you're in right now. But I've learned from my lessons, and I'm willing to teach about those lessons and educate you in how to position you to get the world that you're looking for and become your reality, right? We all want that. That's why I want to encourage you to follow the next podcast about empowering women. There's a lot of powerful women out there. I can see you. A lot of powerful women out there, and how we can position each other as a community to be able to get the quality of life that we're looking for. And my goal for me is to be able to position every single one of you guys to be able to have that dream. All of us want to be entrepreneurs. We all do. But we're lost in how to do it. And people think it's just about taking a license, getting loans, and just winging it. You can't wing it nowadays. We're in 2023, entering 2024. And by this year, this is one of my last podcasts that we're going to be having this year. Not the last one, but one of the last ones. And we start thinking back at the lessons that we have learned this year and what we're going to create for 2024 and how we can better ourselves. And if you're in this country, it starts with credit. It's your identity. That's why I always repeat my number, 786-862-3987. I encourage every single one of you guys to listen. I don't get paid for this. I'm here to help you. I want to position you, because the biggest pride that I have is to get those calls and those messages and those little messages on social media going, thank you, because you've positioned me or give me ideas to be able to better my life. And that's what I want from you guys. You know, this was a short podcast. I want to take a moment to say thank you to every single one of you guys for always being there for me, for following me on Instagram and YouTube and all of my social media. I encourage you to follow my page, hit the like button, hit the follow button, but wake up, guys, because 2024 is going to be amazing. Don't worry about the news, because everybody wants to talk about the naysayers and the negative stuff. There's always a shift of wealth when there's a down market. And that's one of the next conversations we'll be talking about. But don't miss the next YouTube, because we're going to be talking about powerful women. Los que me están siguiendo, ustedes los Spanglish, los que me están siguiendo, que escucharon lo que mensaje en inglés, por favor dale el like button, sigan mis páginas, lo encomio. Les quiero felicitar a todos ustedes que han tenido un excelente 2023. Este es uno de los últimos YouTubes que yo voy a tener, o series que en Instagram Social Media que vamos a tener. Vamos a ver más, últimos del año. Y le agradezco por todos los follows y por permitirme ser parte de su familia. Y encomio a todos ustedes que se eduquen. Okay, que se eduquen y que tengan un 2024 increíble. Y no se pierdan, me voy a adelantar. Entonces me están escuchando. El próximo podcast vamos a tener unas entrevistas súper especiales para ustedes las mujeres, porque nosotros los hombres siempre cantamos a querer hablar de cosas fuertes, en cuanto a cosas que tienen que ver con nosotros. Pero también tenemos que darle un ojo, como dicen mis amigos venezolanos, a las mujeres increíbles aquí en mí. Entonces no se pierdan ese podcast. Quiero otra vez agradecer a ustedes por estar conmigo en este podcast. Para mí es siempre un privilegio estar con ustedes cada día. Y quiero otra vez agradecer a todos mis patrocinadores que me han permitido aquí. Hasta la próxima semana, en los próximos días, en el mismo canal. La espera Mr. Credit 305, soñando con Mr. Credit 305. Until next time, we're going to be talking about something very important. And please don't miss out our next podcast. Hit the follow button again. Hit the like button if you like it. Mr. Credit 305, dreaming with Mr. Credit 305.